It's incapable of combusting anything. No jokes about some highly publicized fires. You charge it primarily by plugging it in, but it also regenerates power when you use the brakes or coast. It's rear-wheel drive only at this point, via a single motor that sits between the rear wheels and turns their drive shafts via a single-speed reduction gear. The battery is this massive flat metal mattress of a thing that underlies almost the entire car. And these cars come in two battery capacities. The 60 model cars have a range of 208 miles. The 85 model cars have a larger battery and 265 miles of range. Between that battery and the motor lies the inverter. An inverter converts the DC, the direct current that is stored in that battery, into the AC, the alternating current, which this motor wants. That motor then spins through this one-speed gearbox. You don't shift anything. This is a reduction gear. It turns the very high RPMs of this motor into more usable RPMs out to the axles and the road wheels. Because we have a P in front of our 85 model designation, we have a hardier inverter that can flow more current to the motor, allowing even greater acceleration. The numbers: 416 horsepower, 443 pound-feet of torque. Rear-wheel drive, 0 to 60 is 4.2 seconds, which is pretty impressive for a car that weighs over 4,700 pounds. The MPGe, or miles per gallon equivalent, is 89. Now, how long it takes to charge one of these things is a question with many answers. From basically empty to a full charge on our big battery car would take an absurd 76 hours on a normal 110 outlet with the standard onboard charger in the car. Now, plug into a 240-volt 24-amp outlet and you're down to 14 hours. 240 amp and you get down to 8 hours. If you have a dedicated 240-volt 40-amp wall connector, you can option a second charger in the car, and that gets you down to 4 hours. Or find one of Tesla's superchargers out on the road and you can get 150 miles of charge in 20 minutes. Like I said, not simple. Driving the Model S gets different even before it moves. As we saw, you unlock it by approaching it. You start it by pressing the brake pedal. There's no switch. Set the parking brake by putting it in park. The two are never separate. And it's blessedly free of any sport mode buttons and layers and settings that have become a game of 3D chess on most other performance cars. You want to go faster? You push the pedal. It's kind of the way it should be. It's very simple. Now, because we've got the big boy here with the hot rod inverter, it's just got tremendous power no matter what part of the speed range you're trying to accelerate from. 0, 20, 40, 60, doesn't matter. It's always a grin. The ride quality is really outstanding, benefiting from that big heavy battery down in the belly, let's face it. Our sports suspension is none too harsh, I don't think. And it's interesting, you would think this big 17-inch display